Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? This is Amanda. I hope that you're well. So, today I thought what we would do is pull some cards and do a reading, just tuning in to the frequency of the Chinese New Year of the Water Tiger. Interestingly, Archangel Metatron, my guide, said to me a few days ago, and it makes complete sense actually, which is that what we call something, including ourself, of course, carries a frequency. Within that frequency, there are timelines available to us, there are lessons available, there are opportunities, there are blessings, all of it. So, if you just tune into the frequency of 2022, you're going to get a reading that links into the energy of that. If you tune into the energy of the Chinese New Year of the Water Tiger, you're going to get something else. They coexist together. So let's just tune in to the Water Tiger energy and this Chinese New Year energy. And let's see what we get. The first thing I'm hearing is roaring back to life. And I am being taken back to 2 years ago where, what we've all been experiencing over the last 2 years first arrived, or we first heard of it, linked to China and Wuhan. And do you remember the scenes on TV where they weren't allowed to celebrate their Chinese New Year, which is a really big deal. It's not just one day, it goes on for a period of time. It wasn't allowed. I'm hearing the tiger is roaring back to life. But I think this is applicable for all of us, okay? There's that old, I think it was an Esso advert, wasn't it? Which was to do with the tiger in your tank, okay? The tiger in your tank roaring back to life. But the tiger in your tank is actually the tiger within your solar plexus in particular, your lower chakras. It's this life force energy that wants to roar back. But it is coming in on water, which is interesting. Now, I was asked to show you this particular card today, which is a tiger, okay, for obvious reasons. Hopefully you can see that. This is a depiction from the Divine Animals Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. And it does have the tiger in water, okay? It has the tiger depicted in water. And it also represents the Goddess Durga. And I thought I would just read to you this little bit about this card and Durga, who was a Hindu goddess. And then we will just carry on and add cards to this reading. So let me just pull my chair in so I'm a bit closer to you. And let me show you the card once again. Okay, and let's just start with this. So it says, Durga came riding into people's lives on the back of a snarling tiger. She was a warrior and she carried weapons to subdue and destroy, yet her face was serene and calm. It was the evils of life that she was after. The false illusions, the damaging rage, the petty jealousies, greed, and anything that the will may choose to harm. The Hindu goddess Durga is the embodiment of the powerful feminine energy of Shakti. She protects the natural order of nature and of the self, and she rides her tiger to preserve the will we have towards what good we can do, and towards subduing the negative parts of our will that we may wish to place upon others, so we are not controlled by these impulses. She swings her 8 arms and destroys what is evil. Not only does Durga grab the tiger by the tail, she rides it. So I'm realising now that just as I was getting ready to do this video, another card popped out of a different deck, which I didn't understand the meaning of, but I do now. It's the card of hostilities. Let me just grab it back. It's this one from the Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. And in many ways, it is presenting an energy that is coming in this year where we are faced with being able to truly look in the mirror and wrestle with our own inner demons, our own inner shadow, the parts of our essence where our will and our ego wants to take us, which may be detrimental to us or to another or the world, versus our heart that wishes to take us more onto a path of peace. And maybe that's why we've got the tiger with the energy of water, because water is very much about balancing our emotions, trying to harmonize those emotions. So the card of hostilities and the card which symbolizes Durga and her 8 arms trying to fight her way through the darkness, negativity, what is wrong, both in the collective and in our own world. Without spoiling the programme for people who haven't watched it yet, the episode I'm up to, I'm in the last series now of Merlin, but the episode I was watching last night was they were in this forest. It was like an enchanted forest, but it was a forest that was full of malevolent energies. And they had to hack their way through the overgrowth and the trees and the branches. And everything was conspiring to stop them from getting to where they needed to be. And that's sort of the energy that we've got here. If you actually look at the card of hostilities, he's in the middle of a forest, but yet he has managed to create a clearing. He can clearly see the enemy. But rather than just us immediately leaping to the enemy over there, let's look at the enemy within. Because for the hostilities in our world to start to cease, we need to be able to get to a place where we have ceased the hostilities within ourselves. And he holds his sword. He holds his sword of truth. So these are very powerful archetypal energies. Number one, you don't mess with a tiger, okay? It's a ferocious beast. It's also beautiful. I love the energy of tiger. But equally, this is the warrior type energy. Okay, let's keep going. Let's pull some more cards from this deck. Okay, it feels like this is the central card for our reading, but let's now just build around it. So the card of hostilities. What goes with that, please? For the Chinese, let's keep it focused, the Chinese New Year of the water tiger. Adjacent possibilities. It's exactly what I've just said. Every single day, what this year is presenting us with is the realization, and it's the path of learning, that every single day, in every moment, you have got an opportunity to either serve your heart and your highest self, or ego and will, which when imbalanced and operating in the negative is going to put you through the trap door and lead nowhere. Of course, we all need a degree of ego and will to be able to survive and thrive. There's nothing wrong with the ego per se. It's an aspect that we all have, and as I say, we need it. If you have a completely unbalanced, deflated ego, you're never going to be able to get out of bed and do anything. We need to have confidence. We need to have some self-belief. We need to have some power. It's when it tips over into manipulation and domination and thinking somehow that we're better than anybody else, one-upmanship, cruelty. You know, when it gets into that area, of course, then we're going to fall through the back door. So the other thing that comes very strongly through here is the energy of teamwork that's going to be needed for this new Chinese year. To be able to come together rather than battling alone. It's the opposite, it's we as opposed to I. okay? It's the energy of we as opposed to I. If it's all about I and what I want and what I say and what I think and what I do and where I go, you're flipping into an energy of imbalance. If we can step into the energy of we, what do we see? Where do we go? You're bringing in an energy which altogether feels softer and is more about unity. Equally, we also stands for all of the different aspects of yourself and all the different helpers that you have. We also includes, for example, the energy of our ancestors behind us. It includes the energy of our guides above us, or however you imagine them, okay? The angelics, the galactics, all of the shamanic energies as well beneath our feet, the dragons, we. So that message coming through very strongly as well. What else have we got here? I'm not being funny here, but I'm drawn to his loincloth. You know, not being fun. This is serious, okay? I'm being drawn to his loincloth. The reason being, I don't know if you can see it here. It's sort of a loincloth anyway. It looks like it's got armour or some sort of metallic thing around it. But the point is, it's slightly exposed. There's a vulnerability there. He's not covered with complete chainmail from head to toe. He's got some armour, but not to the point where he's like some robot who can't move, okay? So to a degree, well, a huge degree actually, there is trust. There's trust that with his sword of truth, that with his own alignment to spirit, he will be able to meet and beat lovingly any negative energy that comes his way or is within him. There's definitely something there about that loincloth because it's slightly, I mean, let's be honest, you know, it's like that part of the male in the same way as the female is sensitive. It's vulnerable. You know, if you kick a man down there, they feel it. So but he doesn't need it there. There's this energy of, and look, it's like even the helmet has been taken off. Again, if you think about the head in boxing or in football or in rugby, you know, you have to have a lot of the time now, you know, some sort of protective gear around your head, particularly if you're in a rugby scrum. But he's taken it off. It's as though, yes, he's got his sword, but he knows that he's not too worried about it. He's not too worried about the fight. Again, another Arthurian energy here. This isn't going to make much sense for people that haven't watched the series, but it doesn't matter. You don't have to have watched the series. On his belt it's like a horn. Can you see that there? It's like a horn. And there's an episode within Merlin where you blow the horn, and it is like that. It's a piece of horn, and you summon the dead. Actually, what it's about, it's like summoning the dead. It's like the veil between the worlds dissolves, and somebody is able to step forward from the other side, from the other realm. So it's what I've been saying. It's like he's got his ancestors with him. He's got protectors, you know, this is you, this is me. We have our protectors with us. It's positive. And he's got the light behind him. Can you see he's got the light behind him? He's got his ancestors with him. He's confident. That's what I've been trying to get at. This is the thing with the loincloth. It's like he's confident. He knows he's not going to be kicked in the balls, basically. He knows that he can win. He knows that he can win. Right, let's see what else we get. Let's carry on. Chinese New Year. of the water tiger. Chinese New Year of the water tiger. What other messages are there, please? The angel of love. Chinese New Year of the water tiger. Okay, with the energy of the broken heart. Definitely there's an energy coming through with this year of it's very much about opposites. So the opposite sides of our nature, the light, the dark, you know, battling those, but ultimately riding the back of the tiger to victory, vanquishing our inner demons, not falling through the trap doors, going towards the light, the opportunities that are good for us. But now we've got the energy of the heart, and it's very, again, very separated from an energy of complete brokenheartedness, okay, and despair. And this also is linked into loss. It's not just linked into romance and all of that. It's linked into loss and grief, okay? We can be brokenhearted for all sorts of reasons. We can also be brokenhearted at the state of the world. Many of us are at the moment. We can be despairing at the lack of heart consciousness that there is out there. But then we have this other energy, which is, but this is an abundant, beautiful, healthy heart. Okay, so again, it's about the water tiger coming in to bring balance to these energies of where we've been brokenhearted and betrayed and our heart hurts and we've lost all hope. And then this very tender, beautiful, new heart energy that comes in, that is being cradled. I'm hearing it's like a rebirth for the heart that is coming in, a rebirth for our heart, a reboot of our heart. It's almost like from a spiritual perspective, we're getting I don't know, I've never had heart surgery, fortunately, but you know, a new stent put in or whatever it is that they do to help your heart to function better. That's what it feels like. And it's as though this new heart is very, very beautiful and soft and loving. It's as though we're coming back to our heart. There's this thing about not staying in this hardened place. Because the truth is that when we've all been brokenhearted to a degree, whatever's happened to us in life, but it can harden our hearts, literally. It can harden the arteries around the heart as well. The heart starts to, it's not a healthy place, basically. But to keep an open heart this year is going to reward you beyond your wildest dreams, is what I'm hearing. So there's something else here. Let me just spray the Kuan Yin at this point. I feel like she's got something to say, because Kuan Yin comes in with the energy of mercy and compassion. And she's often depicted on a lotus flower. And the lotus flower, of course, very linked into the energy of the heart chakra, of all the chakras. And indeed, our heart chakra spray is called Pink Lotus. So maybe I need both of them. And I'll tell you why I need both of them. Can you see that these two colours together are the traditional colours of the heart? Green and pink are the colours of the heart. So there is definitely this softening, this awakening, this growing heart-centered consciousness that's coming in. Let's firstly go to Kuan Yin. And let's take that energy into our heart. And I feel like she's coming and she's just placing her hand, which is very elegant, literally onto your heart. And you know, like a doctor gets a stethoscope and he listens to your heartbeat. What she's doing is she's putting her hand onto your heart and she's actually listening to the beat and the rhythm of your own heart. And she is acknowledging the frequency that it is operating at. She is full of wonder for the complete, unique beat that your heart beats to. And with that, she's just keeping her hand there. It now feels as though there's this energy coming through her hand, and you can put your hand onto your heart if you're listening. And just allow Kuan Yin's very soft, gentle frequency to come in. And it's as though she's just fine-tuning, bringing in softness, whatever needs to happen to your own heart and its frequency. There's just a gift of healing coming in here with her. It's very, very beautiful. And she's showing me the crystal rhodochrosite. Rhodochrosite. And I'm smiling because I didn't think I was going to say rhodochrosite. But that's what I've just been given, rhodochrosite, which I know is a very beautiful crystal for the heart, and it helps with heartache. Okay, now let's use the pink lotus heart energy spray. We've got the lime green, and now we've got the pale pink energy. And straight away, what I'm feeling with that is I'm being shown the lotus flower that is our heart, but around it we've now got these beautiful, I'm just seeing the butterflies, and I'm seeing the birds. There's a hummingbird, there's butterflies, I'm seeing flowers, I'm seeing a garden, and it's just a really beautiful place. And I'm being told that this place, which is a place of beauty, it's a garden, it's flowers, butterflies, warmth, all beautiful things, waterfall, streams, pond, fish. You can go there at any time through this year when it all just gets a little bit too much, when the division, the separation, whatever's going on out there just is getting too much. And it helps to, again, harmonize and bring balance. So those frequencies are beautiful. Okay. How many cards have I got from this deck? I've got 4. I'm being told I need another couple from this deck. Okay. I want to use some other decks as well, but let's just keep going with this one. Okay, 2 more cards, please. Chinese New Year of the water. Do you know, I'm just going to have to do this. I know it's not the Chinese New Year of the water dragon, but I keep all the time I'm hearing water dragon, water dragon, water dragon. I'm having to correct myself all the time to say tiger. So I'm going to pull a couple of cards for the water dragon. The water dragons are here in the water with the tiger is what I'm hearing. Okay, right, water dragon, what do you want to say? These cards are really extraordinary today because they're just showing extremes. They're showing extremes of emotion, extremes of circumstance. On the one hand, we've got deceit, betrayal, lies, charlatan, somebody pretending to be what they're not, okay? A chancer, a cheat. And on the other hand, we've got this energy which is authentic and real and true. Because literally I want to put the broken heart with the card of deceit, and I want to put the angel of love now with the card of door to romance. A masterclass year for love is what I'm hearing. But equally, it's not so we all start to panic that we're all about to get cheated on, or, going to meet some horrible person that's going to break our heart. It's more, where have you cheated your heart? Where have you undersold yourself? Okay? Where have you undersold yourself? Where have you denied yourself? Where have you denied your true feelings? I'm wanting to say as well. Where have you deceived yourself? Where have you shortchanged yourself with regard to your heart? This doesn't just have to be about love. It could be about anything. What does the heart desire? What does the heart need? What does the heart want? And it's as though the waters of 2022 and this Chinese year, the tide goes back and it reveals what was always there, what has remained, what is true, what you do truly love. But this is equally, what you truly love is also about qualities, because here it's an energy of he's wanting to hoard his money. It's like, well, money will bring me satisfaction. Money will make me feel good. Money will, solve all my problems. No, money won't. Money won't do that. Money can help at a practical level, absolutely. But you're kidding yourself if you think that the material world and possessions is what is going to fill your heart this year. You see, the more I'm looking at these cards now, yes, there's an obvious nod to love, but equally I'm looking here at this card, which has got the cage. Those of you that watch my videos regularly know that I've been talking about the fact that as a collective, a lot of us are like the bird in the cage, and the door has been opened. And it's like, it's safe to go out and explore. You don't have to stay in a gilded cage anymore, or a rusty old cage. You're free to go and explore. But the bird is still frightened and clinging onto the back of the cage. So again, this is to do with the doorway. The doorway for this bird, which is you, is about following your dreams, following what it is that you love, what you wish to do with your life this year, who you wish to be with, what you wish to do. And I think many of us are having, it's got off to quite a strong start already this year. It's as though we're being shown that maybe the way that we have been doing life, it doesn't work anymore. And this can be to do with anything. It can be to do with work as well. It can be to do with where you've been channeling your energies, what you've been doing with your time. You might be very good at it, but it might be like, no, it's time for something else. My heart's leading me in another direction. And you've got to trust that. You have to trust that. So do what you love. How many cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I heard 8 cards for this deck. So let's just pull the final 2. That was the water dragon message. Similar to the message for the water tiger. Okay. 2 more cards, please, for Year of the Water Tiger. Okay. Nice. Nice 2 cards there. Blossoming Abundance and Cornucopia. That's like a double gold card. I mean, literally, they are gold, but it is. It's like a double golden ticket. If you do what you love and you follow your heart this year, you've heard it before, I know you have, we've all heard it before, but let's be truly honest, how many of us have actually done it? We might have done it once or twice in our life, but then we sort of get into comfort zone again, and we don't follow our heart. This is a year for if you follow your heart and you're able to harmonize these different energies within you, your light and your dark, which is to do with getting on top of your ego and working from the heart, it leads to abundance, huge abundance, blossoming abundance and cornucopia. I mean, it doesn't get any better, really, than those 2 cards, I don't think. It's just like you can have it all. But equally, that thing about you can have it all, there's something in that as well, isn't there? Because think about that from 2 perspectives. You can have it all. Think about that from an ego perspective and the energy of I, okay? That takes you, it can very easily take you into territory which is about, I want that, I want that, I want that, because you've said I can have it all, okay? You've said I can have it all. Thank you, I'll have that, I'll have that. No, okay? Now go into the energy of your heart that says I can have it all. Are you still wanting to hoard and do this and have a bit of that, and I'll go there and I'll do that and I'll have that, thank you very much? No, no. The heart, when it says, I will have it all, what's so interesting about it is it's less, isn't it? It's less. The ego is the one that wants more. I want more. When I actually tune into my heart might just be very content with, I don't know, it's that energy of like, if for example, with love, I'll just live in a caravan with you if I'm with the right person. You know, sod the big house. It's that type of energy, isn't it? Or with regards to work, the same thing applies. Okay, let us pull from the other decks that I've got sitting here now. I'm not going to pull 8 cards for each deck, but let's just get to it. Let's pull a card from Dr. Emoto. As I'm being a good girl and drinking my water. The power of water to transform and change our chemistry, our body, our skin. Think about your skin when you don't drink enough water. You look, it's all dried up in the morning. You know, when you've drunk lots of water, your skin plumps up. Think about that in terms of your organs. It's like we need water. We need to be respecting water. Right, okay, I'm using the Water Crystal Oracle cards by Masaru Emoto. I don't think they were, I think somebody did them for him. I don't know, anyway. I got them in Canada. I always remember Canada when I pull from this deck and the shop that I bought them from. Shout out to you in Canada. Lots of love. Right. We are the world. We are the people. We are the... So just keep giving. I'm hearing we are the world. We are the world. I want to just... We are the world. Okay, yeah, it's just that energy of we are the world. We are the world. That's almost like an anthem here for this new year. Remembering that we are the world. We are the world. Right. Which one do you want? Resonance. Yeah, resonance. That is the crystal frequency for resonance. What resonates? What doesn't? What resonance or what frequency are you on? Are you on the resonance of ego and I, or are you on the resonance of heart and we? Okay. Are you on the resonance of love, or are you on the resonance of hate or envy or jealousy or division or separation? Okay. What I'm being told is it would be helpful if every morning we woke up and we literally, like you used to do in the old days when you had to literally fine tune your radio to the station that you wanted to, try to imagine every day when you wake up that you are tuning your resonance into a particular frequency. And you can play with it. I mean, if you want to, put it into the resonance of division. See how that goes. You know, put it into the resonance of jealousy. See how that works for you. You'll soon work out that actually that didn't feel too good. That didn't actually work for me. I'm going to put it into the resonance of love. I'm going to put it into the resonance of unity. I'm going to try and hold the frequency of that resonance today. Or if I can't do it for the whole day, because let's be honest, we're human beings, we foul up all the time, I'm going to just try and stay in the resonance of love for an hour. I'm going to try and stay in the resonance of compassion whilst I have to go and do something which I know is going to trigger me, okay? I'm going to try and stay in the resonance of forgiveness when I go and see that person that actually I really struggle with. Okay, so Dr. Emoto is talking about the energy of resonance. And of course, it's also linked into the wisdom to choose wisely which resonance you choose. I just wanted to pick the one off the top of the deck, and I'm now realizing why I did that. love for humanity. Because I wanted another card to go with it. And I was like, and then so I went to the one on the top, and it's this. So the resonance of this year, of course, we are the world. We are the world. Come on, guys, let's have a sing along. We are the people. I've got to read the lyrics that go with that if I can find my phone. It's right in front of my face. Love for humanity. I just see Michael singing his heart out, bless him. We are the world lyrics. Let me just read you some of the lyrics. There comes a time, I'm not going to sing it, you'll be glad to hear. There comes a time when we heed a certain call, when the world must come together as one. There are people dying, and it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all. We can't go on pretending day by day that someone somewhere soon is going to make a change. We are all a part of God's great big family, and the truth, you know, love is all we need. We are the world, we are the children, we are the ones who make a brighter day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we're making, we're saving our own lives. It's true, we'll make a better day, just you and me. Send them your heart so they know that someone cares, and their lives will be stronger and free, as God has shown us by turning stones to bread. And so we all must lend a helping hand. We are the world, we are the children. Oh, yeah, I'm going to listen to that at the end of this reading. Okay, let's try and stay focused because I've suddenly gone over there now. Beautiful, beautiful song. Right, 2 more decks. No, I'll leave that one to the last. I'll just pull a couple of tarot cards. And this is the Mermaid Tarot. Let's stay in the energy of water. So, year of the water Tiger. What is there to say from this deck, please? Year of the Water Tiger, 2022. The last year that we had Water Tiger was 1962, which was the Cuban Missile Crisis, which is when we nearly came to the brink of nuclear war, but we didn't because humanity stepped aside from it. Marilyn Monroe died. JFK was president. What else? Can't remember now, but anyway. I said last night on Instagram, the thing about Water Tiger years is that they are not boring. And this is not going to be a boring year. Okay, 2022, year of the Water Tiger. 4 cards I'm hearing. The Ace of Cups, okay. The 2 of Swords, yeah, it's the same message. Wow, I'll show you the card in a minute. Wow, that card. Year of the Water Tiger. The Wheel of Fortune. Page of Wands. And the Sun on the bottom of the deck. Look at that card. What have I been saying about 2 choices that we've got to make this year? Look at that. Choice point for humanity, but equally for you. You can carry on in the same old groove, doing the same old thing with the same old behaviours, but it's not going to get you very far this year. You're going to end up going through a trap door, particularly with dysfunctional behaviour. And this is about everything. It's about how we look after our body. It's about how we behave. It's everything. It's the whole caboodle. So 2 of Swords. Yeah, it's a choice. We have 2 choices. And you have to choose wisely. Ace of Cups is very similar to these cards from the other deck. Abundance, cornucopia. Ace of Cups is, everything. It's beautiful. It's love. But again, it's like it's at the bottom of the ocean. It's the sea that rolls back. The tide rolls back to reveal the treasure. The treasure is here. It's within your heart. The Wheel of Fortune, destiny. It's a year of destiny. It's a year of fate, some fated events, maybe linked into love as well, but equally linked into this energy. Look at this beautiful card, the Page of Wands. I love the fact that she's a child in this deck, or she feels quite childlike. Look how amazingly interested she is. that thing about children, it's like we all become more, we have an opportunity. We're not all going to become like it, but we have the opportunity to become more childlike, to become, maybe that's why I brought the Michael Jackson energy in, because it's like, it's that thing about childhood. It's linked into seeing the world through children's eyes, rediscovering anew the beauty of the world, the light that is within all of us, within humanity. And it's interesting that the Wheel of Fortune in this deck, again, it's on the bottom of the seabed. It's like we have to dive down, but when we dive down and the wheel moves, all this water this year serves us. Water events serve us. Water serves us. What do I mean by that? What do I mean by water serves us this year? I don't know, but I've got the energy of death and the Ace of Wands. Again, you couldn't get two cards further apart in some ways. Death of the old way, and then the Ace of Wands, which is like from nothing, from death, we get this brilliant, brilliant new light, fiery energy, phoenix, rising up from the ashes. It's a bit like the Arthurian thing. This time it's not the sword that's rising up from the sea, although I suspect it is. It's the fiery wand that comes up from the earth and says, take me, use me. And it's the child within us that takes it. It's a new start. It's a fresh new start. It comes in after all this death. And I do wonder whether all this death is actually linked into pandemic energy. You know, I wonder whether it's to do with that. Let me just see what else I can get. In this card, I don't know whether you can see it, but it looks almost like an oil rig. It's like an oil rig. Oh, I don't want to say that, but anyway, I have to because I've got given it. It looks like there's oil around that seal. So this is environmental pollution. Look, here it is. Look at that. It's a beautiful card in many ways. It's sad and it's poignant. But the young girl is pulling up that pelican or that bird, whatever it is, from the ocean. And it's covered in oil from the rig. Oh, okay. This is to do also with having to find a new way to fuel our earth. This is, fire is fuel. Fuel coming up from the earth. Okay? We can't carry on with the old energies of coal and oil. Oil being king. There's something new coming this year, which is very needed for the next generation in particular. Our children. It's like our children. I'll have to ask Tesla about this when I eventually get round to channeling him. No apologies, I haven't done that yet. I'm knee deep in the Christ deck and I've just got to get it done. But you know, Tesla will have something to say on that because that is his oh, I can't even speak. Interesting. Did you see what I just did there? It's his. I don't usually stutter like that. It's his. It's like 3 times I said it. How many times do you have to confirm something? 3. It's Tesla's energy. It's the new energy that has to come into our planet. Tesla was all about free energy, of course. But anyway, it's to counter this awful destruction that is going on with the environment linked into the old ways and oil. And we're all going to have to face some very difficult truths there. All of us, a lot of us are driving cars, you know, with diesel or petrol, myself included. And, you know, again, it's this energy of, okay, we can carry on like that, but it's going to or we can do something else. Yeah. We had the sun on the bottom of the deck as well. I reshuffled the deck, but we definitely had the sun on the bottom of the deck. And again, so that takes me into the energy of solar energy as well. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need another card. I need 8 cards apparently. Where's the sun? Anyway, the sun was the 7th card, and then I'm going to pull again. I don't know where it is. Anyway, I know the sun is there. The fact I can't find the sun card is interesting in itself, isn't it? I know the sun is there. You know, those clouds, it is up there somewhere. It's to do with the joy, the happiness. I know the sun will come out tomorrow. It's all of that. Okay, year of the year of the water tiger. Thank you very much. That just flipped out of the deck. The Emperor. Look at that. Good old Neptune. Nice. I think the Emperor gets a bad rap a lot of the time with psychic readers and tarot readers. You know, I like the Emperor's energy. I mean, he can be, well, he's meant to be rigid. You know, he's meant to be about order and structure and foundation. You know, he's not meant to be all wishy-washy. You know, even down there in the bottom of the ocean, there he is. He's stable. It's a nice, I like the energy of that Emperor very much. I'm sure it's meant to be Neptune there with his trident. Just very, very balanced. It's like a promise that you can balance these emotions out and harmonize them. Okay, final card then. I'm going to just pull a card from the Angels and Ancestors deck. Is it the Angels and Ancestors deck? No, it's the, oh yeah, it is. Yeah, Carl Gray. Let's just pull a card from here. Oh, I have to also spray the water elemental, don't I? Maybe I'll do that at the end. Okay, let's see what we get here. So Chinese New Year of the Water Tiger. So I just want to tune in before I show it to you. Okay, it reminds me of the first card that we had out, which was this one, the card of hostilities. We've now got Shield Maiden. Shield Maiden. They definitely fit together, don't they? And I like the fact that one is masculine and the other is feminine. She's got her sword. She's got a sword. What's the matter, Amanda? She's got her sword and she's got her shield. I've just made a new word up. I'm being serious. A sword. I was trying to say, do you see what I did there? It's like a sword and a shield is a sword. A sword. Assured. Those of you that don't speak English, apologies. Assured. A-S-S-U-R-E-D. Assured. The combination of having a shield to defend you and a sword of truth, the outcome is assured. Oh, wow. Okay. Love it. Love it. Make plans and focus. You know, what you're planning, what you're focusing on can come true this year. Okay, right. Let's just end with a bit of water. Water element. Have to bring it in as I've got it here. Water element for the water tiger. I'm being shown tiger cubs, little tiger cubs in the water. And I'm being shown the two sides of the tiger. I'm being shown the tigress that can be quite fierce and ferocious when she needs to be, particularly if she's protecting her young. You know, you don't mess with her. But now I'm being shown these little baby tiger cubs. And they're just like cute and cuddly and you'd want to pick one up. I also think there's something there maybe as a nod to conservation of tigers. I'm feeling as though in the year of the water tiger, by its very nature, we're going to be I want to say it feels as though there's going to be some new births of tigers. Is tiger an endangered animal? Probably, sadly, yes. Let's just have a little look at what it says in this book, 34, about the tiger. Because again, I'm just being shown the two sides to this animal. The ferocious side, but equally the very, it's like a soft, cuddly side. 34, tiger. One of the most recognisable animals on earth due to their markings. Tigers are the largest of the big cats, and even tigresses are capable of taking down prey in excess of their own body weight. They're found in Russia, Asia and India, with the largest populations in India. They're diurnal carnivorous hunters. They tend to be binge eaters and consume huge amounts of flesh. Wow. They're good swimmers. They're territorial and they range over very big territories, enjoying a variety of habitats. This has become a problem as most tigers now live in countries where the population of humans is dense and their habitat has been much reduced. Tigers have been known to kill and eat humans, but this usually occurs when they are being hunted by humans. It says there are currently less than 4,000 tigers in the world. They're critically endangered. Oh, come on, guys. Come on, let's try and reverse this. We can't let these creatures become extinct. So this is a year to join an animal preservation society or do whatever you can, whether through prayer, whether through focused intent, to bring this animal up into the consciousness and for us to realise how extraordinarily majestic and beautiful and important they are. And I don't want to be in a world which doesn't have tigers. I don't want to be in a world that doesn't have tigers in it. So this is our opportunity. It's again, we're back to this, aren't we? We're back to the doors. Do you care enough? Do we care enough? You see, we can't do it ourselves. We can do it as a collective. I, sitting here, I can give some money to a charity. Okay, I can do that. Yes, it's better than nothing. But together, we can do more. We need to care. There's 4,000 of them when she wrote this anyway. It says, tiger magic is wild and mysterious. It's the energy we can use to counter jealousy, threat and rage. It's highly protective and helps us find a more resourceful way to deal with difficult situations and people. Tiger magic is feminine in aspect, and women can use it to help them gain confidence and to find their healthy fierceness. I think that's true for men as well. It's bringing in the feminine aspect. And it's really quite interesting. The last video I made, I'm just going to touch quickly on this. I talked about the male aspect and it's almost like the alpha male energy has been pushed to one side, which is like, we don't want that, thank you very much. We don't want an alpha male anymore energy. It's like, that's not an acceptable version of masculinity, It's like, that's not new. You can't be a new man if you're, whatever. Bullshit to that, okay? It's like, new man encompasses all of it, okay? It encompasses every part of what it is to be male. I'm sure, heal the damaged parts of the male psyche, but there's nothing wrong with being an alpha male. And I think this tigress energy, it's a bit like with women. I suppose I'm quite alpha female. There's nothing wrong with being an alpha female. Again, it's like sometimes I think we can think about the divine feminine. It's all very floaty, very floaty and nice and gentle. Yes, and we can be that. But we can also be the fierce tigress when we need to be. Okay? There's nothing wrong with being that. Okay? There's nothing wrong with being that. As well as being the other. Okay? We're all of it, of course. We're all of it. I love it. Right, well, I enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed that reading. I'm going to get that up now and loaded. Oh, I'm just going to do one thing before I lose you all. I wanted just to shake this. These are, I'll put the link below. They're from a company called Sound Travels. They are water shells, or they're shells, and they're good for clearing energy. So I'm going to end by doing this and just clearing out the old year that's just gone and welcoming in the year of the water tiger. So let's clear out the old first. If you've got headphones on, maybe just turn it down a little bit. It's quite noisy. And we're going to do, we're going to have a bit of fire actually as well. Let's put the fire elemental. Let's clear out the old. Let's welcome in the new with water. Ready? Welcome in the new. Celebrate. And they're reminding me, actually, it's interesting, they're reminding me of, I'm seeing like branches in a jungle, you know, making that noise. The tiger comes through. Love it. Okay guys, much love. Thank you for watching. Please like and share the video if you have enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Let's have a great year of the water tiger. Bye for now. Bye.